Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Heir's Lair. I am your host, aspiring author Jonathan Taylor. Today I'm going to do something a little different, namely I'm going to uh, start a new series here on this channel. The impetus behind this is tomorrow is Halloween, so I'm currently filming this on Halloween's Eve, as it were. And Halloween, at least in the world at large, is best known for, you know, getting dressed up in a costume, and therefore embodying a different perspective, at least for a while. It's the fun of cosplay, basically, for one day for the rest of the world. So I thought I would explore that somewhat in this pilot for this new series, which I think I will call. Well, you already know how I'm going to call it. I'm calling it the Writers and the Premise, where I take a certain premise and I explore how various writers will or would build a story around it. In today's episode, the pilot episode, the premise will be a young couple gets to know each other and maybe falls in love. I have to mention something. Namely, I have to apologize in advance to the LGBT plus community because the couple I'm writing about is straight. Yeah. Thing is, a lot of these offers are from the 4th to 20th century, so they would not write about gay couples. Not really. That being said, allow me to read out from my fancy tablet how I think certain writers would work with this premise. I'm going to start with Friedrich Schiller. Her father doesn't trust him because he has a bad reputation. A family friend of hers tries to spark her jealousy to break them apart, and his dad tries to hook him up with someone else. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. They are both in love, but they don't want to say it because they are afraid that if they make it official, they will make their families' lives harder for whatever reason. Edgar Allan Poe. After having courted her for several weeks, he is finally invited over to her house. As he is heading that way, a heavy fog descends and he gets lost. When the fog lifts, he finds himself in a graveyard, and the first name he reads on a random tombstone is hers. Jules Verne. Her uncle invites the young couple on the maiden voyage of a ship using his experimental engine. Due to a navigation error, they end up stranded on an island and decide to explore it. The explorers are attacked by a group of natives who kidnap the young couple and bring them to their leader, a former rival of the uncle. The quest to rescue them begins. Franz Kafka. He doesn't understand why he feels different around her, why he wants to kiss her, and why his pants suddenly tighten when he sees her, thinks of her. These confusing realizations make him go mad and run away in the woods. His body is found several days later, half eaten by wolves. Albert Camus. They meet after several years of other commitments separating them. The initial reunion is happy, but she breaks it off after several dates because he becomes apathetic towards her. He doesn't really care. George R.R. Martin. She breaks it off, but he suggests they stay friends. Or the other way around, however you want to. Several months later, they are on a vacation together with her new boyfriend. The boyfriend does something he didn't know was illegal in their vacation stuff. Crazy stuff ensues. Joss Whedon. They are both abuse survivors. She has become an anarchist. He works in the same organization as his dad, still trying to impress him. Later on, they find out they are affiliated to rival organizations and are tasked with taking each other out. And last but not least, Isaac Asimov. After he gets targeted by an anti-robot group, he starts thinking he might be a robot. In trying to protect both her and himself, he decides to join a robot support group. After several misadventures during which they get tossed around between various similar groups. The anti-robot group gets busted, and he discovers she is a robot. So yeah, that's what I got for this premise and these writers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any premises or any writers you'd like to mention, then go ahead, drop them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you want to see when the next video comes out, then go ahead and subscribe. Maybe also ring the bell or do whatever else YouTube will require of its users. Until next time, I am Jonathan Taylor, and this has been the Heir's Lair.